bring in Connor, Scott, and Kelly. Connor, you might know there was a Junior A Showcase tournament in Newmarket for years. Kevin Bieksa played in it. I refereed in it. There's also a Viking Cup over in Camrose in Alberta going on. The Czech University team is going to land at 6 in the morning and play tomorrow night in Camrose against the Vikings. Teams from Saskatchewan, Nebraska. Just a great time of the year for hockey, and nice to have you on After Hours. Out to you, Scott.
All right, Ryan, thank you very much. We are delighted to have Connor McDavid with us. According to all reports, he's pretty good at hockey. In fact, better than anyone else. And we turn back the clock to have Kelly Rudy join us. No doubt surprised the show was still on the air since he left us 6 years ago. We move right past tonight's game. Tell us how Christmas was.
Christmas was great. Quiet for us. Just Laura and I and Lenny at home. Didn't make it home this year, just with playing on the 23rd and now the 27th. So tight schedule, but guys got together Christmas Eve, and then it was quiet. Two nice days, just us relaxing. Really nice.
So along with the Christmas theme, and Christmas is really about the kids and stuff. So I remember when I was growing up, one of my favorite gifts was, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but a dinky toy. It was like $1 or something. It was a little toy car. What would be something that you remember as a kid growing up that was a really special gift?
Like a lot of Canadian households, everything was hockey. My dad got me a Sidney Crosby jersey one time, which was great. A lot of sticks, a lot of new sticks, which was always exciting. He got me a Leafs jersey, a Leafs '97 McDavid jersey.
Did you wear it everywhere?
Always on the pond. My brother was a Senators fan, if you can believe it or not.
Okay.
So it made for an interesting rivalry with me wearing the Leafs, him wearing the Sens jersey.
Love it.
It was a lot of fun, a lot of great memories.
Yeah. Tell us about this picture.
Minus 25 feels like minus a million. You can see in Eki's beard there how cold it is, really. So, the Ekholms live right by that rink, and
the Draisaitls.
And the Draisaitls there too. But the Ekholms live right there. Their oldest boy is out there nonstop. So just kind of got the neighborhood together. It was a lot of fun. So much fun. That's what Christmas was all about.
Well, you're playing in a compressed schedule to make an accommodation for the Olympics, and still you don't think anything of throwing the skates on and going out for a leisurely family skate?
3 days off, right back into action. You got to stay warm somehow, stay loose somehow. So
is that an annual thing with you guys?
They've done that the last couple of years. It's the first one for Laura and I. But they've done it.
Good memories for me. I grew up in Edmonton. I don't know if you knew that. So I grew up outdoor rinks all the time. That's how I learned how to skate. Great memories.
Great memories out there for sure.
All right, we're 4 days away from the announcement of Canada's Olympic team, or at least the rest of it, because you've already been named. Kelly.
What excites you about this announcement and some of your maybe teammates that might be joining you?
It's super exciting. The Olympics, Team Canada. There's so many great players that can be on this team. And everyone's going to get to talk about who's on it, who was left off, the snubs.
Right.
But for the guys that are named on it, it's the start of a journey for us, coming together to do something special, represent our country on the world's biggest stage. It's a great opportunity for those guys that are going to be named.
So there have been countless projections, lots of debates, and those debates will not end with the announcement of the team, because they'll then focus on who has been excluded. You have to have, in your mind at least, a list of players you think need to be on the team. How solid is your list?
You know what? There's so many Canadian guys that have had great years, have had great starts to the year, that it's made it really, really difficult to project. I'm in it. I live it. I don't know. I don't know who's going to be on the team. I can't tell you as much as you guys. I don't know either. So I'm just as excited to see the names as well.
Right.
If Team Canada wanted to pick one line in particular, there's a case to be made for yours. Would you feel more confident going to the Olympics with your line mates?
Listen, obviously I'm biased towards the Oiler Canadian guys. I've gone to battle with them year after year, and we've dug ourselves out of some tough spots. So that when you battle together, you're kind of bonded together.
Sure.
And so I got a soft spot for those guys. I'd take them on my team every day. But ultimately it's not going to be my decision.
So last year for the Four Nations, you were pretty strong in saying that you thought Sidney Crosby should be the captain. And do you still feel the same way for the Olympics? Because, I mean, just think of all the things that you've done, and you probably have the right to feel that way as well.
Absolutely, Sidney is the captain, and it's not a question.
Okay.
You know, for the career he's had, the moments he's had, he's been there, he's experienced everything. Just his calm presence, he's the leader in the room, and there's no doubt about that. But the great thing about this group is so many guys can lead, and our leaders are on their own team, and are comfortable speaking up, are comfortable owning the moment. We saw that last year at the Four Nations. You know, the room is great.
I heard that.
Four Nations was the first time that you represented Canada in 7 years, and it couldn't have turned out better. Kelly.
Okay, so some of the highlights, go through it with us, what you're feeling, what you remember, some of the great plays, some of the teammates, and what you were feeling at that moment, because this captured not only just Canada, but North America and the world. Like, it was such a great event.
It was such a special event. I think about that first power play goal. You know, I throw it low to Sid, and
right?
Sid straight across the net. You couldn't have dreamt it up any better than that. You know, but it's the little moments. You know, I remember the day before at practice, Sid asked me, you know, where do you want me to go when you have that puck on the half wall? And you know, we kind of talk out those moments, and sure enough, there it is. So. It's special. You know, practices were almost more fun.
Yeah, right.
You know, the games were great, but the practices were so fun just to watch guys buzz around, talk about the game, you know, bounce ideas off each other. It was a special time, and I'm looking forward to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Your OT winner in Four Nations was probably the greatest international goal for Canada since Sidney Crosby's overtime winner in the 2010 Olympics. Do you anticipate the pressure of the Olympics being even a notch higher than Four Nations?
I would have to think, you know, this is the biggest stage in sport. It's not. This isn't just hockey anymore. This is you know, global. It's all of sports. You know, we get to be a part of something bigger than ourselves, and you know, represent our country and be a part of Team Canada, not just the hockey, but you know, the athletes in general. So, I would think that it's going to be even a step up. But that tournament was intense. I mean, for people that were there, they felt it. I've never felt the tension between Canada and U.S. like that before. You know, they're booing our anthem, we're booing their anthem. It was just a bizarre time, and made for a special event and a special moment.
By your own admission, returning from Four Nations, you said you went through a bit of a 2-week lull, NHL game. So Captain Ron asks, how do you avoid having a post-Olympic lull to be ready for another Stanley Cup push?
I'll take a gold medal for a 2-week lull.
There you go, right?
I'll make that trade-off every day of the week. So we get a gold medal. I'm good with sitting out for 2 weeks. But no, I think, you know, it's no doubt that we're chasing something here. We're building towards something. You know, lots been made about that. That's always the ultimate goal, and always will be. But we have an opportunity here to push and win an Olympic gold medal.
Right.
You know, what an opportunity we have in front of us. It's exciting.
You have played brilliant hockey in your career, and then there's this month. Kelly.
Okay, so, I mean, ridiculous month, but you've had a ridiculous career. Some people might say that that's the best you've ever played. How do you feel like it? Do you feel really like this is something special and crazy good?
I feel great. I really do feel great. There's no question about it. You know, I feel like our team is really starting to come. I feel like individuals around are starting to play really, really well, and all of it is pointing in the right direction. But I do feel great. You know, I'm feeling really confident.
And you said this, you like the schedule, like it's every other day now, right?
I think it suits me, honestly.
Right.
I love being in the routine. Yeah, it just makes it easy just to come to the rink every day.
31 points in 11 games, Connor, is a 228-point pace over 82. It does represent, though, you know, I guess the annual surge by the Oilers. And you've had slow starts in each of the last 3 years. Do those starts puzzle you as much as they do others?
They do. You know, we spend hours and days talking about, you know, how do we get out of this? You know, how do we not go through this? And even when we're in it, we're like, what's going on? And it's frustrating. You know, the fans want us to get out of it just as bad.
Right,
we want to get out
sure.
of it just as bad as they do. And
Right.
if we had the answers, we would do it. But our game is coming together nicely. As I said, guys are starting to play really well. The group is is playing better and better, and we're set up for a good second half. It's been a tough schedule with the road.
Yes.
We don't go east anymore.
Right,
That's
exactly.
great. We play like 12 games or something like that in January at home, so should be a good run for us.
What do you think of Leon Draisaitl's quote when he was asked about the turnaround, and he said, "We demand to be in the playoffs"?
Yeah, it's not an option to not be. With where our group is at, the stage we're at, missing the playoffs is not even an option. Something that we don't talk about. So we got to push here. We got to have a good January. That's just what it comes down to.
How about Draisaitl's 1,000th career point T-shirts? Who designed those?
Brad Harrison is our expert T-shirt guy who puts those together for us. He makes these moments so special for everybody. Rico hitting his 1,000th game. We got another special moment coming up
for sure.
For Nuge.
Yeah.
1,000 games with the Oilers.
Do you know what the T-shirts will look like for Nuge yet?
I do know what they're going to look like.
Okay, I like. Were you involved in it?
He always keeps everybody in the loop.
Okay.
Everybody gives their 2 cents, but ultimately he puts them together and he does a great job for everybody.
Did you know that Ryan Nugent-Hopkins will become the first Oiler ever to reach 1,000 games in an Oiler sweater?
We did know that because when Rico hit his 1,000th game, he was the first player to hit 1,000 games just wearing an Oilers sweater, and that was an alarming stat for us. We couldn't believe it, but what a special accomplishment for him. But for Nuge to be in Edmonton for as long as he has, he's had an amazing career. Continues to get better and better. No signs of slowing down.
So consistent, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. Year in, year out, he's just that guy, and we're lucky to have him.
And he still looks like he's 19.
He's getting younger. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
But when you think about it, some great Oilers like Kevin Lowe, Yari Curry, Paul Coffey, Ryan Smith, all, of course, got to 1,000 games, but they reached it elsewhere.
I guess they jetted off for the sun. I'm not sure. But no, I mean, some special players have come through Edmonton. Amazing history. What an amazing accomplishment for Nuge.
Kelly knows what it's like to come this close to winning the Stanley Cup. The 1993 loss by the LA Kings in the final to Montreal has stayed with you to this day and will forever, right?
My worst hockey memory.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple.
And so you have been to 2 Stanley Cup Finals. Now, 2 Stanley Cup Finals, losing them both could either break your heart or make you hungrier. Which is it?
Yeah, we're hungry. We're a hungry group, obviously. We're not going anywhere. There's no quit in this group. Knock us down, we'll keep coming back. Come back for more.
Do you even remember anything you said in that handshake?
No, not really.
Because I didn't.
No, not really. You're just trying to kind of get through it and get yourself off the ice. Obviously it's a painful moment. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
Kenny Holland was with us for the first one, and he talked about his 09 experience and how he has cups and he still thinks about that experience. And these are moments that will live with us for forever, and but it'll make it that much sweeter when we get the job done.
Yeah. Judging by the way you're playing, Connor, obviously you've got hungrier. This is a question from Adrian. What about the Oilers culture that you've helped instill are you the most proud of?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think it's just me. I think it's everybody that's been a part of it for a long time. I think of Leo, I think of Nuge, I think of Nursey. Hyman comes in and is part of it. And it's just we expect to win and we expect the best out of each other. And we don't always get the best out of each other, but we don't quit on each other either. We keep going and we just have faith that eventually we'll get it done.
Well, it's not easy. You think earlier this year when you guys were struggling, and then there's a lot made about how you guys were testy at practice after the bad loss, I believe, to the Avalanche, right?
Yeah.
Like you've got to get in your face every once in a while.
Yeah, I think people talk about it. Brothers fight, and it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows for all season long. It's a long year. There's ups and downs.
Yeah.
There's good days and bad days, as you know. and it's okay to have those conversations, those arguments, get
sure.
into it with each other. I think that's what helps you grow.
Yeah.
All right, here's a serious question from Nick. How does one manage a fear of ketchup on the road, and are the Oilers a ketchup-free team?
Yeah, I think the guys know to keep it as far away from me as possible. They're pretty good and respectful about it.
What is the story of the ketchup?
Honestly, it stems from childhood. My brother's the same way. Not sure where it came from. I'm going to blame it on him. He's worse than I am.
That's what older brothers are for, right?
Yeah. I learned off him, so take it up with him.
What? No ketchup on your fries?
Nothing.
Is it the smell or something? Like
I don't know what it is. It's the texture. It's the look of it. It's everything.
Okay.
It's,
well, texture's important, right?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
So I think you said it's a ketchup phobia, right?
I think it's a phobia. Yeah, it's honestly.
All right, I'm interested in your day, Connor. During the season, it's full. Obviously, in a season like this where you're playing every second day in the compressed schedule, you could, in every waking minute off the ice, be doing something like this on After Hours with us tonight. How do you manage your schedule?
Yeah, I'm lucky. I got a great team around me. I'm with, Wasserman, Judd Moldaver, Adam Phillips. They do a great job of managing my time and understanding that the most important thing for me is playing on the ice. Everything else comes secondary. Very fortunate to have some great partners as well that I work with, but they do a great job of managing that relationship and helping me manage my time.
It's kind of nice in the history, though, isn't it? When you look back, like you see guys like Sidney Crosby and Mario and Wayne and many before them that were very gracious with their time in the position that you are, right? So you learn from that.
Yeah, I think hockey guys in general are very good about that and understanding that. There's an expectation that we keep the ball rolling in terms of giving back our time whenever possible. You listed a number of great players there that have all been been through it and done that and been gracious with their time and I think the expectation is for everybody to do that.
The off season clearly would not be as hectic, but I'm wondering, how many times do you wake up in the morning in the off season and say, I got nothing to do today. This day is all mine. No commercials to shoot.
That's the day of a broadcaster.
No commercials to shoot. No appearances to make.
You know what? I don't sit around very well. I like to have something on the go always. Whether it's training or a commercial or whatever it is. I stay busy usually, and even at the cottage, we always have something kind of going on. So I don't sit around very well.
Here is some relaxation during the season, if you can call soaking yourself in frigid water relaxing. How often do you do this?
Yeah, we got a nice sauna outside, and I like the cold tub. I do. It makes me feel good. I know it looks a little bit crazy, but seriously, it's very therapeutic, I find.
I like how you and Lauren share all this, though, because it's important, right? Like you are private people, but it's nice for all of us to see what you do and how you share time together and everything. It's very cool.
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that question. Laura definitely shares lots, and I share maybe a little bit less. But at the end of the day, we unfortunately Instagram has become a bit of a business. It's a way for us to make a little bit of money. So
I like it.
Lenny is yours, and Lauren's prize Bernadoodle at what, 6 years old now? I think
6 years old. Yeah,
and well trained.
Very well trained. Yep.
Okay, then how do you explain Lenny wanting no part of the rough relay in the Oilers skills competition? Looked like he simply decided here that he was above all the silliness and just left.
Well, I mean, this is the second year. If we have the video from the first year, he won the event.
Yeah, right.
So he was a little bit nervous. He doesn't handle the pressure well. But that was pretty funny. But he did win the first one, I will say. So,
how do you do it? Do you practice that? Like, I wouldn't think a dog would like to go out on that ice and all the people.
The people definitely scared him. People were excited to see him, screaming at him. Definitely threw him for a loop. But
well, you're right, though. He won the first one, but in the second one, the one we just saw, he got waxed by Cody Cece's French Bulldog. Question from Hat Tricks. When you're on a long road trip, do you FaceTime Lenny to make sure he hasn't forgotten about you?
Yeah, definitely a couple FaceTime calls to him. He hasn't quite figured it out yet, but we do our best to never be too far.
Of all the public appearances that you've made in your career, there is a recent one at Commonwealth Stadium that stands out. Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen.
Yeah. Yep. This was really cool. Really cool. Something, we get these opportunities to do different things, and this was something that, I was really excited about. I'm a big Morgan Wallen fan.
For sure.
Just to see, I think as athletes, you got a lot of respect for performers.
Yeah.
And, the energy in that, walking out there, it was really cool to see, and he put on a great show. It was fun.
Did you spend a little time with him before the show, like in his dressing room or anything?
Yeah, we chatted a little bit beforehand,
right.
but try to be respectful too. This is like him going out and playing a big
sure.
game.
For sure.
If he was in there minutes before the game, I'm not sure I'd be too talkative. So trying to be respectful of his time as well, and he's got a job to do, and he's excited and getting ready to roll. So, but it was definitely cool to see, definitely cool to be a part of. Something I'll never forget.
He played 2 nights at Commonwealth Stadium, and you were not a prop because you really are a huge Morgan Wallen fan. I think in 2023 you were asked by the NHL.com what was your favorite anthem song, and you said anything by Morgan Wallen.
Yeah. Just we saw him in Chicago too a couple years ago.
Oh wow!
At Wrigley Field.
Oh wow! That'd be really cool.
Yeah. So we're big fans of his for sure.
Are you familiar with his current hit, Last Night?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So do you know the words?
Yeah. Why are you gonna ask me to sing?
No, I'm not.
I don't have a great voice. So.
Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. So you're alone in your car with the music cranked up. Are you singing along to that?
Yeah, sing along a little bit. Yeah.
Have you gone to his bar in Nashville?
Haven't. Have you?
Very cool. Well, I was there 2 weeks ago, and I did poke my nose in. I didn't have anything, but I did take a look. It's very cool, right?
That's great.
Yeah.
You were quoted in a Q&A a while ago as saying the best athlete in your family is your mother, Kelly. Mm-hmm. What makes her that?
She's just such a competitor. Whether we're playing pickleball, board game, whatever it is, she loves to compete. And we definitely get our competitive spirit from her.
Does she ever say something like, "Okay, Connor, this is great. I love how competitive you are, but you got to back off a little bit, like you're getting a little too competitive"?
Definitely. There were times as a kid.
For sure.
Like any younger brother, I love to compete with my older brother.
Yeah.
Just wanted to beat my older brother in anything we were doing.
Yeah.
Crazy eights, whatever it was. And if I didn't win, it wasn't always a great end of the night. But those are great memories.
Oh yeah.
Let's test your memory here. There are reams of video of you playing hockey from Tyke on up, and every once in a while a new piece of video will surface on social media. This came up recently. Do you have any recollection of this at all?
Well, I'm picking it up behind the net like I like to do. I'd like to do that since I was a little kid. So
Nothing's changed?
No, nothing's changed. It doesn't always end that well, but I remember that. Looks like maybe the Ajax rink. Yeah. It was dark. Maybe that was even Sam Bennett I was passing it to.
Oh, really? That'd be amazing, right?
He was always my line mate. So funny how things work out.
Wow. What do you think of when you remember the late Ben Stelter, who became part of the Oiler family before losing his battle with cancer at the age of 6?
What do I think of? I just think of what a happy boy he was in the worst possible situation, and can't, somebody to see him go through that, to see how painful it was for him, for his family, and just to see them go through it with smiles on their face, really. It was amazing. And he was a special little boy, and he meant a lot to our group and still does to this day. And, the Stelters do amazing work with the Stelter Foundation and keeping his legacy alive, but also continuing to help other families that are going through a similar type situation. So, and then, Mike going through his own battle,
right.
But he looks great, healthy, fantastic to see.
People might wonder where, the greatest player in the world gets his inspiration, but you found a lot from Ben?
Found a lot, honestly. He was just a great reminder of, maybe the bigger picture. You know, it's easy to get kind of lost in the everyday grind of a season. You know, trying to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish, and you know, remembering that there's more to this than the game, and you know, we can have a positive impact on people and kids, and you know, and Ben was a big fan of, you know, mine, big fan of Leon's, big fan of the team, and you know, anything we could do to just bring a smile to his face, you know, meant a lot to him, and he meant a lot to us, you know, because he brought a lot of joy to us as well.
Can sure tell.
One last picture, the McDavid boys all dressed up, going where here?
That was my my brother's big day, my brother's wedding day. He's looking sharp there in the middle.
All three guys look pretty sharp.
Yeah, we look pretty good there.
Right?
Didn't end up looking so good at the end of the night, but it was that was a great day, honestly. Yeah, fun to be up there with him.
We'll close with this. Some guy named Noel sent this tweet. What did Connor do to deserve this? He goes nuclear, and his reward is getting asked questions by Oake. Poor guy.
I thought you did great, as you usually do. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Connor, thanks for being with us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks, Connor.
Thanks, Kelly.
There's Connor McDavid on an historic scoring pace. He was our guest in After Hours. Back to Scotiabank Saddledome in Calgary to conclude proceedings in a moment.